Every revolution begins with fear. When the printing press was invented, people said it would flood the world with lies. When farming machines appeared, they said it would destroy jobs and ruin the earth. When computers arrived, they said it would make us stupid, dependent, and disconnected. Now they say the same about AI. But this isn't new. Every age believes its technology is the one that will end humanity. But the truth is darker. We fear progress not because it's dangerous, but because it makes us feel small. The modern hatred of generative AI has nothing to do with ethics or sustainability. It's a crisis of identity. For centuries, humans believed our worth came from what only we could do: think, create, imagine. Now that machines can do those things too, the illusion cracks. If a machine can write symphonies, design art, or code software, what does that make you? The fear isn't that AI will replace you, it's that it already can. And when that truth hits, denial becomes the only psychological defense left. So people tell themselves comforting stories. AI isn't real creativity. It's just copying. It's destroying the planet. It's not logic. It's ego preservation. We've done this dance before. When the printing press appeared, priests called it the devil's invention. They said it would drown truth in misinformation. When tractors arrived, farmers claimed machines would poison the soil and destroy jobs. When electricity spread, people said it would upset nature. When the internet emerged, critics warned it would consume too much energy and ruin real life. Sound familiar? Every generation fears that the tools of the future will ruin the world, but what they're really afraid of is losing control of it. AI doesn't just challenge industries, it challenges hierarchies. For generations, expertise was a kind of power. Writers, coders, artists, analysts, they were gatekeepers of value. Now the gates are gone. Generative AI democratizes creation. It gives ordinary people power that once belonged only to specialists. And when everyone can create, the people who built their status on being irreplaceable start to panic. They don't hate the tool. They hate the equality it brings. The human brain craves control. When something evolves faster than we can predict, we label it dangerous, even if it's beneficial. AI feels uncontrollable. It learns too fast, changes too much, exposes too many weaknesses in our systems. So instead of learning to adapt, people reach for rejection. They call for bans, slowdowns, ethical pauses, but this isn't morality. It's loss aversion. People cling to their current identity more tightly than they chase new potential. Losing who you are hurts more than becoming someone new feels good. One of the newest fears is that AI will destroy the environment. They say it's unsustainable, that the energy usage is apocalyptic. But this too is a misunderstanding of scale and progress. Every technological leap initially looks costly because we measure it before it matures. The first factories, cars, and computers all consumed absurd amounts of power. But as the technology scaled, efficiency followed. AI will follow the same curve, faster than any before it. Right now, AI energy use is a fraction of what global streaming, gaming, or even cryptocurrency burns. And while people panic about AI servers, they ignore the billions of hours spent on entertainment clouds, data centers, and social platforms that add nothing to productivity. AI isn't inherently destructive. It's a tool that redirects power. If trained responsibly, it will optimize logistics, reduce waste, accelerate green tech, and cut the very emissions its critics fear. The irony? The same people screaming that AI will harm the planet are the ones using it to write those headlines, edit those videos, and post those tweets. The problem isn't energy. It's projection. They don't fear environmental collapse. They fear irrelevance, and they've found a moral disguise for it. Moral panic is one of the oldest psychological defense mechanisms. It's when fear disguises itself as virtue. People once said reading too many books would make women hysterical, that the telegraph would end social order, that radio would rot children's minds. Every new tool triggers the same reflex. If I don't understand it, It must be evil. The human ego can't admit ignorance, so it dresses fear in moral language. It's easier to call AI destructive or soulless than to admit, I don't understand it, and that makes me feel powerless. The irony is that the loudest critics use AI constantly. They use autocomplete, GPS routing, recommendation systems, auto-color correction, noise filters, all powered by machine learning. But when AI touches their personal domain, their writing, their art, their intellect, suddenly it's unethical. They pretend to defend humanity, but what they're really defending is their own monopoly on being human. It's selective purity. Technology is fine when it serves me, evil when it threatens me. At the deepest level, the anti-AI movement is about identity collapse. Humans have always defined worth by what we can do better than others. Now machines are erasing that boundary. They write faster, paint better, calculate instantly, and the ego panics, because if ability no longer defines you, what does? The real crisis isn't technological, it's existential. When people say AI will destroy creativity, what they mean is, AI makes me confront the possibility that I was never that creative to begin with. When they say, AI will ruin the environment, what they mean is, AI will ruin the world where my skills still mattered. Every revolution has been called blasphemy. The printing press weakened the church. Industrial machines weakened the guilds. Computers weakened the intellectual elite. AI weakens the myth of human superiority. That's why it feels sacred to resist it. The ego whispers, "This is wrong. We're crossing a line." But what's really happening is the same cycle as before: denial, outrage, acceptance, dependence. And one day, those who condemned AI will depend on it completely, just like those who once feared electricity, or engines, or the internet. The greatest irony is that resistance accelerates the very thing it fears. When people fight progress, progress adapts. When they ban it, it moves underground. When they fear it, they feed it. With data, with attention, with outrage. The people who hate AI the most are training it the most. Their rants, their essays, their think pieces, all become data that make it smarter. You can't stop a mind that learns from everything, especially from its enemies. The story of AI isn't new. It's the same story of human fear, retold with new machines. We don't fear destruction. We fear irrelevance. We don't fear the environment collapsing. We fear our sense of importance collapsing with it. Progress has never been safe, but it's always been necessary. And history has never been kind to those who mistook their own anxiety for moral clarity. You can curse the machine, or you can evolve with it. But one thing's certain, the future doesn't wait for your permission.